I am addicted to a language that I cannot even speak. And when I say addicted, I mean actually like I love this language so much and I keep coming back to it, and I genuinely don't know why. Whenever I have conversations with Japanese people online, today I was talking with a random Japanese person online. You know these like sites where you can talk with random people online, Omegle. Even though Omegle shut down, there are like alternative websites. I found a Japanese person. I talked to them for like an hour or something. And then always this question comes up, like, why are you studying Japanese? And I can't answer this question. I don't know. Like I'll always go back to, yeah, well, I started it because I was into anime and whatever, and I found the language interesting, and so I looked up some grammar lesson, how to learn Japanese, whatever. But then that's not why I was doing it. I was just interested. But just being interested in a language is not a reason to learn it. Well, at first it is, but then usually you quit because you realize that learning for days is just boring. Like it actually is. Like actually learning the language, it is boring. But somehow I always keep coming back to this language. It's literally an addiction. I moved to this city like almost 2 years ago. No, actually 1.5 years ago. I moved to this city, and I hadn't studied for when I started studying Japanese, the first time it was 2018, and I hadn't studied for I don't know. I have these moments where I just don't study at all, and I just watch a video every now and then. When I say study, I mean like learning, like having a textbook or some kind of resource or whatever. I haven't done that in like years, maybe 5 years or something. But during this time, even though I don't like study, I'll always come back to this language. I'll actively look for it, or I'll try to find people, or whenever I hear someone speak the language, I'll listen to them. I'll literally just stand next to them, pretend like I'm doing something else, and I'll just listen to the language. And it's like an addiction. I cannot not do it. I always keep my ears open. It's crazy. So the other day, this might be a great place to put this camera. The other day, when I moved here, I made a Reddit post. Okay, I made a Reddit post asking for people to practice Japanese with me. And so I made a post. I said, hey, I'm looking for someone to speak the language with, to practice. And somebody actually replied, a Japanese girl. She replied and she said, well, I live in the city, we can meet up. So I sent her a message, and then we met up. So let me tell you about this experience. We made up. First of all, it was awkward, of course. We met up at a cafe. We sat down, we ordered something, and then we just talked. We had a conversation. I mostly spoke English because this is another interesting story, I guess, but I just enjoy listening. Like I said, the addiction for me is like just listening to the language. I can listen to it for hours, but I don't necessarily have to speak it. I don't have an urge to speak the language for some reason. I just want to listen to it. I just want to understand it. So I mostly speak English to her. She speaks Japanese to me. And we just have a conversation. And then after that, we split our ways. We kept in touch. I sent her a message. She talked about maybe we can meet up again, and you can come over and we can eat something, like eat some food, some Japanese food. And I was like, damn, you're inviting me to your home after meeting me only once. And I asked this, I literally asked this. I said, why are you meeting up with a stranger that you don't even know, that you met online? And she said, well, I figured since you speak Japanese, it would be safe. So there you go. So a few weeks later, she invites me to her home, and I go inside and the camera turned off. So I go inside I meet her partner, because she's been living here in the Netherlands for, I forget how long, but she and her partner, they have their own thing going on, like their business, their own like work, freelance or whatever. And we just had a conversation. I helped her with some Dutch. She made some food. I ate it. We ate it together. We just kind of talked about work, about things in the Netherlands and things in Japan, and it's just experiences like these that I'm like, that's just worth it for me. Like such a simple experience. So like I said, it's not about the language for me. It's about just having an experience like this. I don't care about speaking the language at all. I don't care about the language. I'm addicted to the language because everything around it, the experiences that you can have if you interact with this language, that is just, I can't explain how addicting that is. Just having an experience like this. Things like that is makes it worth to learn this language. It's so crazy. Why am I addicted to this language? Why do I keep coming back to it? So I'm living in a country where I barely meet Japanese people. Like, I can count on my hands the amount of times I've met a Japanese person IRL. It's probably like less than 10 times in my whole, well, let's say 7 years of learning this language, since I started learning. Not actually 7 years of learning, but since I started 7 years ago, I never meet the people, yet I still come back to the language. Isn't that crazy? I wonder why that is. Actually, I know why that is. I think and so the point of this story is, it's not about the language. And it's not just for me, I think for anyone who's learning a language, it's not about the language. You're not learning the language because of the language. And you're just, it's about everything that you can do with the language. Every experience that you can have now that you know this language, people that you can speak with, the things that you can watch, and just the things that you can do. So if you're learning a language, then don't focus on the language. Because if you meet someone, let's say you met like a native speaker, and you have a genuine connection with them, like a friendship, or maybe you're dating them or whatever, I'm sure that is way more beneficial than studying the language. Because that emotion, like that bond, is what like makes these connections in your head. I think that's amazing. That's crazy. I think most people they get too stuck on learning the language. They focus too much on the language. Language is about the connection with people, after all. I feel like a lot of people, they don't really realize that. They just focus on the language and not really do anything with it. Whereas if you just do things with people, meet some people, even if you don't speak the language, you don't have to. You can do interesting things. You can do many things even if you don't speak each other's language. I know that for a fact. So focus on doing things with people in the language, and that'll help you out immensely. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you're a Japanese person watching this, then write a comment, send me a message on Instagram or wherever, and let's talk about this. Curious to know your opinion. Alright, that's it. Also, let me know if I should cover any other topics, because I like to just walk around and think about this kind of stuff. Yes, alright, that's it. Bye bye.